Basically transition over to our roundtable segment. Of course, we basically discussed what's hot in the hunting community, and obviously it's the cull. So you've heard from Mike earlier, so we're just going to get different perspectives. Like maybe you can turn up that heat a little bit. Too. We're freezing.
Wait, they just smoked this whole place out by doing that.
And we'll give a little bit of a roundtable discussion on the cull, and then we'll finish up the show for this month. So, you guys all heard Mike give us the up-to-date preview about what's been going on. Any thoughts? Let me start with you, Jeff.
Well, I just want to say, you bring that up. It's funny because I was talking to a friend of mine who's actually on the nuisance permit in North Haven, probably 8-10 years ago. They brought in sharpshooters. The sharpshooters shot 30-something deer. I could be off, 30, 40 deer. The hunters, who they allowed to bait, shot a few hundred.
Yep.
They're the ones that culled the deer out of North Haven.
That's right.
I mean, that should be a perfect case study.
One of the things, I have a nuisance permit there, and what's interesting is this year, North Haven, all in New York State, the DEC took away nuisance permits at September. They just gave North Haven their nuisance permits January 1st. So they took all those months from September to January 1st away from hunters to shoot, nuisance deer and be successful. It set that program back a couple of years now.
Right.
So guess what? Sat down with Jeff Sanders the other day, the mayor of North Haven. They're looking at bringing in white buffalo for $15,000 to shoot 100 deer. They're supposed to bring them in tomorrow. I forgot to mention. Oh yeah, we're suing them too. That's going in. That's going in this week.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. Like Joe was saying, give us the opportunity, and we're more than capable.
Their program worked
of doing the job. Right. Exactly. It's just.
I think the reason they took it from September to January is to keep you from shooting the bucks.
Yes, and that's because the DEC.
Make it doe only.
Easy to stop guys from shooting horns. They want you to shoot does
on your nuisance tag.
They don't want you to just go out there and just wait for a buck.
They're just limited.
You're letting all these does, but they want you to kill.
But North Haven never had a problem with that. The hunters in North Haven you have to call into the DEC. You got to call out. If you shot a buck in North Haven, they took the rack.
Right.
It's other areas that have nuisance programs that aren't so regulated that guys were shooting deer when they had antlers on their heads.
It seems easy to me. It seems easy to manage, and again, like that case illustrates, we're more than capable of doing the job. I feel like there's what's going on here. There's a puppet who's moving it, and somebody's pulling the strings, and we just haven't found out who that puppeteer is.
No, we haven't.
It's not. It has to do with the money. They're just getting, like he said, where's the $50,000?
Yeah, we have to find out what's going on.
It's all about money.
Yep. And because it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
Because you don't want to shoot bucks. Let the hunters hunt the whole month of February.
Right.
Let us bait.
Right.
Let us kill the 3,000 deer. Every deer should be recorded. When they hit the 3,000 mark, okay, we got them.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. And then no more baiting.
Absolutely.
Extend the hours.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So go a half hour before and a half hour after sunset.
Right.
That's a big point.
Every hunter knows when deer move.
Yep.
They're not moving, whoa, here it is.
No.
It's 8 o'clock in the morning, right?
But when you have conditions of weather we have now, you put a kernel of corn out there, you're going to get 50 deer fighting.
Absolutely.
There's no food here,
right.
except, like he said, people's shrubs, bushes.
Right.
When you put food out for them now,
they'll come.
And we can kill them.
Yep.
And we'll eat the deer.
Exactly.
Where are these deer going to go now?
Dumpsters.
They're going to go in the
dumpsters. Dumpsters, and that's going to be some good. They're going to have to explain away some pretty graphic pictures when it happens. When we farm them down with dumpsters full of
they're going to give it to Long Island
Could have went to families.
Yep. That's what they say they're going to do. They're going to give it to Long Island Cares for $70 a deer. They're going to pay for it. And then what they do is they process them by chopping it into chop meat. And they make these little sleeves of chopped deer meat that they think they're being such heroes giving it to hungry people. Right. Whereas you're using a knife on that deer already. You're cutting that meat. Why can't you give them steaks or cutlets?
Right.
No, because we have to degrade people
Like
that
we
have
would do,
lower
like
income.
we would do.
Right.
Right, that's one of the things that we'll talk about with IHE and putting together is, Hunters Against Hunger program,
Yeah.
which is something.
Start
in
a
the
game
future we're
dinner
gonna start.
where
Yes.
you give it to
Start-
all the hungry
right,
and just let
exactly.
them come in. We'll cook it. Let
Yeah.
them come in for free and eat.
Right,
Yep.
and it won't be eating bags of chopped meat. All right, you heard what's going on and what, Mike's been doing and a lot of the people were going on.
Yeah,
I'm
we
sure-
have, we have the petition in our place.
You do?
Signatures, absolutely.
Oh, fantastic! That's great. I'm sure you hear people coming through your doors talking about it.
Absolutely.
Have you heard anybody who's for it?
No,
Not one.
no, it's
Right?
illogical, it makes no sense.
Right. I mean, listen to this.
They had a similar problem, like, I believe it was in Washington DC, in a park in the middle of DC.
Yeah.
And they called the feds in, and it was an abomination. It didn't work. They wound up with more deer after the cull than what they started with. How? I don't know. But we have the article. We shared it on Tool of the Hunt Indoor 3D
Right.
Facebook page.
Right.
If anybody wants to read about it, it's
Yeah.
there. It's a disaster.
Compensatory rebound effect.
Yep, absolutely. We'll have to, bring that article to everyone's attention, and so everybody who's come through your doors, hunters of all types.
And not everybody's a hunter.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Because it's just archers.
Right, they want to get into the sport.
Right.
They've never hunted in their life. But nobody, this is genocide.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is really, we can't do it. It's against the law, but they're going to have a mass extermination for no reason really at all.
With
It
rifles.
makes no sense.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
That's government.
That's government.
That's real.
It
That's
doesn't-
the reality.
it doesn't
You
make
can't,
any
but we
sense.
can. That's
Right.
government's
Absolutely. What are your thoughts, Frank?
It shocks me that the government gets involved and it doesn't improve.
Right.
Let the hunters take care of the problem. Cut the distance down. I believe it's 500 feet.
Yeah.
150?
Cut it down to
Yeah.
100. Every archer, every bow hunter knows. As soon as that arrow hits a branch, it's going in the ground.
Yeah.
100 feet. We'll wipe them out. We'll take care of the problem. Everybody be happy.
Right, and we can feed people, in the
240.
process.
Somebody shooting a high-powered rifle. What's going to be the downside of that? What's the oops?
Yeah.
I don't want an oops with a 243 rifle
That's right.
with our kids
Yes.
in the neighborhoods.
Right.
No matter what time it is. Let the hunters take care of it with the bows. Situation resolved.
And-
like it's been done for years and years and
Yep.
years.
Since the beginning
Right.
of time.
So I think we all owe it to each other and owe it to the effort to, just recommit ourselves to trying to stop this. As Mike said, the fight's not over yet at all. So, let's all go about doing that. I want to thank each of you for coming down tonight again. It was great having you. You're welcome here anytime. I would love to see you over.
I'd love to.
And Frank, of course.
Thanks for
absolutely.
having me.
Joe, integrated into
We
the
might
show.
have to have Art back when we get sound.
Yeah. We improve it, absolutely.
Might help.
We will be posting it on YouTube.
Who's gonna do the voiceover?
Bugs Bunny.
The full audio. But all right, so that basically wraps up our show for the evening. Again, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. I was made aware of throughout the course of this show that we've had audio problems. So for those of you that are tuning in on Ustream, I certainly apologize for that. Again, we'll improve on it. This is somewhat of improvement from the last show. We'll continually improve. We're going to be adding multiple cameras. We won't have this audio problem, I promise, on the next date. If you hear what I'm saying, you're obviously watching this on YouTube. So tune in again. You'll be able to find this broadcast on IHE's website, on IHE's Facebook page, and also through Ustream. So we want to thank everybody for tuning in, and I implore everyone again to become part of IHE. It's free. Membership is absolutely free. And again, it's a bottom-up organization, not a top-down organization. We support passion, we support enthusiasm, and we support activity. So we want you guys involved. So if you have an idea, if you want to get involved in any of the productions, if you want to involve in any of the initiatives that we're doing, certainly just let us know, and we'll give you the reins and you'll run with it. We want everybody to be an integral part of IHE. Before we sign off, there is an upcoming event. It's our Winter Social. I'd really love to have everybody down. It's our first winter social. It's going to be held in Lake Ronkonkoma at Flanagan's Pub. That's going to be on, I believe it's Wednesday, March 5th. I believe it's the date, whatever that Wednesday is, the 5th or the 7th. I think it's Wednesday, March 5th. It's going to be between 6:30 and 9:30. It's $25 plus gratuity and tax. We feed you. That includes non-alcoholic drinks, but we will have a cash bar. We have a private room, a private bartender for us, and we have that room between 6:30 and 9:30. Again, it's only $25 a ticket. I would just ask for, if you can, to RSVP as soon as possible. Bring a friend, bring a new member. Remember, separated, we're not strong together. United, we are strong. And we're going to be certainly working with the other organizations, Hunters for Deer, Long Island Deer Hunters, all the organizations that are out there to promote hunting here in New York. So until next time, I'm Christian Kaloran, signing off, and thanks for tuning in, and good luck afield. Turn up the heat, turn up the heat.
Where's my coat?
It's the 5th. You're right.
The 5th?
Are we feeding them cold deer?
What's the title of this one? Art Binder? You want to?
No sound.
We'll just put Lansing February. Just put,
Silence.
Just put,
Silence is golden.
Silence of the lambs.
What happened here?
February.
We smoked you out.
We have a fire starter.
Yeah, but it didn't. It's just smoking. It's in there.
Oh, it's in there. Where's the lighter?
Where's what lighter?
We had
The matches?
No.
We're using the matches.
Oh, should be a lighter. I can't live without that fucking audio.
What's that?
Oh shit! I never hit record on this.